Welcome back. I'm glad that you're still here, Svenja, and didn't
Yes.
leave. Did you enjoy the open day so far as well?
Oh, I loved it. I had some really great talks that I really enjoyed. I hope you did too.
I did.
We have some great studio guests today, so let's just keep that up because
Absolutely.
I am absolutely loving it. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic for today, which is student housing. And for that, we'd also like to know, would you rather live alone when you come here, or would you like to live in a student house? So again, we have a lovely Mentimeter that we would love you to fill in. So feel free to participate.
Yeah.
Jonas,
Well,
same question to you, as always.
well, for now, I'd like to live together because I don't really like to be alone in my place.
No.
Well, I understand though why people would live alone, and I mean, but I still recently moved from one shared flat to another shared flat.
Okay.
But yeah, for now, I don't really see myself living alone because there are all these memes about people that live alone.
I have not seen them, and I feel like I
Well,
should because I kind of am living alone.
Well, one time you're dancing in your kitchen while you're cooking, and then suddenly you're eating alone.
Oh yeah, that's the way it
happens.
works. But you know, you can be okay with that. For example, I'm loving the fact that I can be dancing in my kitchen, and nobody cares.
Well, if you have the right roommates, you can also dance in your kitchen with roommates.
True, but you can always go over to friends and talk to your friends when you're living alone still.
That's
a little
true.
different,
but
but
you
it
know,
also
for that
works.
you would have to have friends.
Which is not an issue, because we're all looking to
Yes,
make
of
friends.
Of course. I'm
But
just
thank you.
joking here a bit. But yeah, eventually your roommates become friends for life or something as well. And otherwise, the city is small enough that you can just walk to the house of your friends.
Exactly.
I literally live like 2 minutes from very close friends of mine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I kind of live on the other side of the city, which, you know, is also just 5 minutes by bike from everyone. But everyone's always like, do I really need to come to your place, Svenja? It's so far. I'm so lazy.
Well, so you are the one that has to go everywhere?
Yeah, but I don't mind.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the thing.
Well, now with my new flat, I would actually like to welcome people in my home as well.
Is that an invite?
Now, of course, always. And anytime that I'm there, I mean, you know my roommate as well, so you might as well just come.
Okay, sure.
But I mean, how did you find your place?
I actually found my place via Cabinet, which is like an online platform. There's a couple of those that you can use. Just kind of go on the internet, see what you find. For some, you need to sign up. However, that is not necessarily the best thing to do. What we
Depends.
I think Facebook works a lot better and definitely a lot cheaper than all of those platforms.
True, because mostly for the platforms you have to pay for a premium subscription to contact the people, but you can definitely be sure that all the offers there are genuine, I believe.
Yes, the offers there are genuine for sure.
Because on Facebook you sometimes have to be careful to not be scammed, but that, I mean, that's in every,
Normal.
That's sadly normal everywhere you go.
Yeah. Use your brain a bit, and then I think you'll be very much okay. But you also have other options. Before we get to those, let's maybe quickly take a look. Most people would like to live together, 57%, but that also means that 43% would like to live alone.
Yeah. Well, I can understand both sides, but I think what most of the people also think about the together part is that it's most of the times it's cheaper.
Yes. It definitely is cheaper. I mean, I have a friend, she lives in an amazing apartment. Plenty of space, great layout, but she also pays a fortune for it. I mean, for myself, I pay 500 for a 20 square meter apartment, which is not exactly cheap.
No, but it's not expensive either for your own apartment.
Yeah, but
I think if you have a budget of about 400 euros, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Here, at least in the city. And I think Facebook is a great way to go. And I mean, if you're a first-year student, you could even choose Student Stay.
Student Stay, for example. Yeah, Student Stay is an accommodation that we have just right across campus, pretty much, where you can get a room for either half a year or a year to just get settled. You live with a bunch of students who are also new here. So you always have someone around, but you can still live kind of in your own apartment, but you can also share it. That is one option. There's something that is very similar as well. That's called Marked 058, where you can stay for a longer period of time, but it is also like a huge apartment complex where you can live with a bunch of people.
And you can get money from the government if you live there as well, because they make the rent exactly the price that you can still get it.
Yeah, that's nice. So very handy. All right. I think my guests are almost ready. So before I go over, I have a task for you again.
Okay.
So I have this lovely bag for you.
Okay. That sounds. Oh wow.
There you go,
Nice.
Jonas. Some Lego for you.
Nice.
I would like you to build your dream house.
Oh, I'm more than happy to do that.
The best of luck with that. And
Thank you
now
very
that
much.
I'm heading over, we have a short video prepared from students at NHL Stenden, NHL Stenden Cribs. Let's take a look at that, how students live.
Private studios offer a kitchen, a toilet, and a bathroom, and all this huge space only for yourself. That means you've got plenty of privacy and also enough space to have some friends over. Student Stay has the perfect location. It's so close that you can even peek into the university from your windows. Have a look.
Welcome to the college campus Meppel. Here on the ground floor, we have some classrooms and some study spaces, but right now we're in the chill-out area, the hangout room for the people that are living here. Up to 150 students can live here on the first and on the second floor, so literally you could just walk down in your pajamas to join your lessons.
Hi, I'm Emmen. Welcome to my room.
Hello, what's up? Welcome to my room.
I live in Leeuwarden in a shared apartment, and I would like to show you around. I live in this typical Dutch apartment with 3 other students who also became good friends to me.
I live in a house, in a shared house with other 2 friends of mine. We are about 5 minutes away from the city center by bike and 10 from school.
Hi, my name is Lieke. Welcome to my room.
Favorite part of my day, dinner with my friends. Guys, say hi to the camera. Hi!
No!
See you soon, hopefully.
Yes, perfect. You got a little bit of an insight of what living here in the Netherlands might look like. And we have 3 amazing guests right here in the studio with me. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Maybe you can start.
Yeah, well, my name is Leonie. I am from Austria and I'm here in Leeuwarden for my 3rd year now. I first did a bachelor in tourism management and am now doing a master in content and media strategy. So,
Nice.
yeah.
And you live in Leeuwarden?
I live in Leeuwarden, yes.
All right.
Hi, I'm Adam, 23 from Ireland, and I'm studying international primary school teaching in Meppel, and I'm in 2nd year.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm the youngest here, I'm Bernardo. I'm 21. I was born in Luxembourg, I was born in Portugal, moved to Luxembourg when I was 6, so I'm both nationalities. I live in Emmen and in a student housing with 22 other students.
Wow. That sounds exciting. Thank you all for being here, first of all.
Thank you for having us.
Let's start with you, actually, Bernardo. Since you're already saying you live with 22 other students, how is that working?
It's actually, I would say, quite amazing sometimes. I met some of my best friends for the rest of my life there. I met some beautiful, really amazing people.
Yeah.
We always have very good vibes at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., always chilling with the boys at late nights, start diving each other, doing some crazy shit. Sorry for the swear word. But just having fun. There's a lot of, you meet a lot of good people there. I have a lot of people from my class as well in the apartment.
Yeah.
But I think the most important is not just having people from your class, but having people from other courses like international management, international business, all of those other courses. So I meet people from not only my class, which is the most important for me.
Yeah. Oh, but it sounds like you're having a lot of fun.
We have.
Adam, I saw you kind of agreeing. Is that similar for you as well?
Yeah, I actually live in the first video they showed of Meppel, which is like the big student accommodation apartment with the pool table at the bottom floor and stuff, which is nice. There's like 160 people there at the moment, which is also nice. But it's everyone from our course, which means there's older years and stuff. So if you have a struggle with the assignment, it's nice. But also we have another course coming over in September. We have iTest joining us, which is nice. And which means that there'll be more of a community, so we won't be stuck with the same people that you'll see in the same lectures. So it's a whole new community coming in September, which is really nice, I think.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. That sounds really great. We have a question from the chat. Is it possible to be a student here without financial support from the parents? Do any of you have experience with that? Shoot.
I can elaborate on that. I don't have, well, my parents do help me a bit, but I know a lot of people who just do it on their own. I have some people from Bulgaria I know who go to work at restaurants or at like Burger King or like really restaurants, and they earn money by that, and then they can afford enough money to pay their apartments.
Yeah. Is that something you can also share your experience from your friends, that you also say you also have some people maybe who are afforded by themselves?
Well, there are definitely a lot of people that also work next to university that finance it like this. And you also have the possibility to get support from the government with Duo. I personally don't have experience with that, but I know a lot of people that do. And it's definitely also something that can help a lot of students here.
Yeah. Do maybe one of you have experience with Duo, with the financial support from the government?
I have from Luxembourg, but that's it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Duo is something that you can apply for when you live in the Netherlands, and you have to work at least, I believe, 68 hours a month.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. And then you can get a subsidy from the government, which also allows you to travel for free in addition to getting your rent a little cheaper. So there are options that we highly encourage you to look into. If that's something you need, you can also find information on that on our website. So please check that out if you have to. Then there is another question. Adam, for you, is it easy to get a job in Meppel?
I think yes, but it depends on the job. I mean, obviously, if you don't have Dutch, it's much harder to get a nice job. But there's so many jobs working in factories or working in restaurants, cleaning tables and stuff. So I mean, if you really want a job, you can definitely get a job, but just don't expect to have it. Don't expect to be a nice job, you know, like working in a factory, I think is demanding.
Yeah, okay. So not maybe your dream job,
not your dream job,
enough to make the money that you need.
Yeah,
and I mean,
to get through your course, so then you can have your dream job.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, when does the school year start is a question. So when should you move into an apartment? Maybe Leonie, how was that for you when you first started?
Yeah, so the academic year does start in September, but we have this very nice thing, which is a study start week that already starts a week before. So this is usually the last week of August then, where you can already meet a lot of your fellow students and get to experience the university campus and the city a lot. Yeah. So that is definitely something nice. So I would recommend to come here latest mid of August. So you still have the possibility to experience all those things.
All right. Is that the same from Emmen and Meppel as well?
Yeah, I would agree. I think in Meppel as well, we also have the intro days where all the first years come together and meet. So I think, moving in probably a week before that is probably nice. So then you can meet loads of new people, meet people from other years, and then you're fine.
Yeah.
Same for us. We have for us in Emmen, we have the societies to do the Study Star Week. So for the ones who want to join Emmen next year, they will see me at Study Star Week representing Hille Society. We always have activities. So for Emmen this year, we had like a tour around to the zoo. We have one of the biggest zoo in Emmen.
Nice.
So that was very fun. And
imagine. Yeah. That sounds really fun, indeed. When did you guys start looking for accommodation before you came to the Netherlands and before you started studying? Maybe Adam, you can go first.
I think as soon as I knew what course I was going to do, I kind of started looking straight away. I was already emailing, I think it was February, March of the year.
Okay.
So then emailing the place I wanted to move into, because I think there is a lot of accommodation in Meppel, definitely, but also you still need to be on the ball to some degree, because you can't just rock up in August and expect accommodation there for you. So definitely, as soon as you know, I would definitely start emailing around and definitely find somewhere.
Yeah. Do you have any other recommendations from the two of you? Oh, wait, first. There we go. As soon as you know. Almost forgot. Leonie.
Yeah, well, I kind of stressed myself a little bit because I really wanted to find a place, and I also moved here during a pandemic. So that was a bit difficult to find housing then. So I think I already started looking in May or something.
Yeah.
And I also signed a contract quite early.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then you must have been quite lucky.
Just to be safe. But yeah, I would also definitely recommend, as soon as you know that you're going to come here, start looking into options. Yeah, there are a lot of different options. I found my place through a Facebook group. So yeah, sign up to those and start looking.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
For me, it's kind of different to Meppel. In Emmen, there is a lot of housing problems, so we don't have enough housing for a lot of people. So I would definitely recommend starting to look as soon as possible. I personally started looking probably around April as well.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking with my people from the ones I live with. We want to moving together to a smaller apartment, moving 3 or 4 together, and we're already looking, because we have to start looking very early. Otherwise, there is no options.
Yeah. But it is possible when you start looking early enough,
right? It is,
right?
definitely. I have a lot of friends who live in apartments. I have a new friend who's going to move into a completely new apartment that's getting built right now, so always a chance for that.
Oh, perfect. And we also have the accommodation partner spot, right?
That's where I live.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? How is it living there?
Well, I live with 22 other people. That's called Spot. There are 3 locations in Emmen. I live in the city center, so in Moine Passage, and there are 2 by the train station. And it's basically you live with a lot of people. The houses are fully furnished. We have a kitchen. We have a huge living room. Or we might do some parties. I won't say we do. I just say we might do some parties. We might have a lot of music played live by me, because I'm a DJ. So we might do some parties.
Ooh, hidden talent.
But it's very fun. I mean, you get to live with people. The houses are fully furnished. You have accommodations ready for you to live, and that's basically it.
Perfect. Leonie, I have a question for you concerning student stay, because you also lived there when you started studying, right?
Exactly, yeah.
We have from a chat, how early can you book a place at student stay when you want to come study here in August?
Well, you already can sign up with an account anytime, and then I am not 100% sure, but I think 2 months or something before the move-in dates are, which are August then, the studios and the shared apartments go online. Yeah. And I think you have to be quite fast then, because there are a lot of people that are trying to get a room for students day. But what's nice about that, for non-EU students, they have guaranteed housing in Students' Day. Yeah. So that is something that is also, I think, a nice thing.
Yes, I agree, 100%. I heard you, Bernardo, talking about the Study Start Week earlier. There was a question, will we have guides in the Study Start Week?
For us in Emmen, you will. Depending on what course you choose, though, you're going to have second years guiding you. So I'm an IT student myself, so I had second year IT students guiding me throughout the Study Start Week. Yeah. For next year, it's going to be probably me and some of my classmates who are going to guide you, and the activities are going to be done by either the school or by the societies.
Yeah, that's great. Is that something similar like that also in the other locations? Maybe you?
I mean, in Meppel, we just have intro days, which is 3 days of just fun activities and stuff. It's really not uni related to that degree. It's more so everyone just gets to know each other and has fun games, and it's also organized by the students. I know I did it this year with my friends, and we just had a blast, so it was really nice.
I can imagine. It's always a lot of fun to just get in touch with the new students, for the new students to get to ask you questions. I can totally see that. I mean, Leonie, pretty much the same. Did you experience the Study Start Week?
Yeah, I didn't get one for my bachelor because, again, sadly, pandemic. But I did have one for my master. That was, however, organized by the coaches, because it's only a 1-year program, so you don't have students, second-year students, that can organize it. And for us, it was already in relation to the program. So we had like a content creation challenge in Leeuwarden, and also around the university. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed it,
Yeah, oh, that's great. What kind of platforms? We already talked about Facebook, but what kind of other platforms maybe are there that you can recommend to look for housing?
I mean, on our ITEP's website, the NHL Stenden website, there's a link to housing, and I know that's where I found mine.
Yeah, perfect.
And Facebook as well is really useful, and I think that's all I knew. It was the website from NHL Stenden, and then there was like 6 different housing locations, and then you just contact them, and then you got a commission through there.
Perfect. Anything to add from one of the two?
No, I think if you need help, the school's always there for help you. So personally, I got myself through emails. I sent some emails to the school of NHL, and they helped me find a location. So yeah.
What I can also recommend is we have on our website, we have the function of chat with our students. So you can always reach out there, and sometimes people know people, so that you can also get your housing through that. Make sure you use that possibility as well. Yeah, actually, I kind of forgot to ask about that, but I'm just seeing a little head peeking through between the two of you and a little fire. Can you tell us something? Maybe let's start with the duck again.
So this is Carlos, the ITEP chicken. He's our uni official or unofficial mascot, depending on the head of the uni. But yeah, he's just travelled the world. We've brought him to Hong Kong, Morocco, Portugal, Ireland, Germany, you name him.
Where in Portugal?
We're in Portugal. Porto, I think.
Great.
Yeah, so he's been to everywhere, and then we kind of just post him on Instagram, and hopefully he blows up. So yeah, you can follow him on Instagram, Carlos, the ITEP chicken.
Amazing. Good to know. And you have a flyer there for Helios, you already said?
For us, it's basically Helios Society. So we are basically, I'm the chairman of the society. We're a society organized by IB students, logistic manager, marketing, and IT.
Yeah.
So it's basically an international society. We accept Dutch people and international students. We basically just want to create a great atmosphere, do activities, either going to trips, doing parties, and just organizing all around events in Emmen to make it more fun for people.
Nice.
That's a pretty amazing thing to do, I can totally see. I have a question from the chat for you, Bernardo, as well. I'm going to study in Emmen, and my question is, how can I apply for spot housing? Is it for everyone?
Yeah, basically everyone can sign up for a spot. Of course, people who are not international have the priority. But you can just send them an email or go to their website. It's spot.nl. So basically just go to their website, save either Emmen or Leeuwarden or Meppen. And if you decide Emmen, you can send them an email. Right now there are already some apartments free. So if you just send them the message, you'll probably say which room is free. You can decide your room. If there is multiple rooms free, you can decide which room you want to take.
Amazing.
And then if you want to know the pricing, well, I personally pay 580 euros a month. But again, I have fully furnished house. I have a fully furnished kitchen and a huge living room, so everything is included in that price.
That's great. How is that for you where you're living right now? Leonie, maybe do you live in a furnished house, or did you have to bring your own stuff?
I do live in a furnished house. I live with one other student together in an apartment, and we luckily did have our furniture included.
Nice.
And I pay 375 euros all including right now, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Because we do have a nice place, and if it's just with one other person, it's really nice. For student stay, it is a bit pricey. I lived in a studio there before, which was also furnished.
Yeah.
But the studios there are like from 690 euros. That's what I paid before.
Okay.
And in the studio, you also have a few extra costs that they don't tell you about in the beginning, sadly.
Okay.
So but you don't have those if you're in a shared apartment.
Okay.
Which is nice. And yeah, student stay is definitely a good place if you want to start out, if you don't know a lot of people yet. So that's a perk of that.
I think just to add to our point, I think it's if you're a first year student, having a student stay is probably the best choice. Cause
exactly.
If you're a shy person, you will be kind of forced to meet new people. So that will help you.
For sure. And I mean, again, it's just first years, as you also just said, and everyone will start talking to each other.
Exactly.
Because everyone is new and everyone is just trying to see where they fit in. So that's definitely a thing. I can totally agree. Do you have any tips maybe in terms of housing, literally anything, maybe something where you say definitely bring that from home, or this is how you find it, or something like that you would like to share with students?
Bring your pillows.
Bring your pillows.
Bring your pillows. Your pillow is very comfortable. Bring them. Thank you. Pillows and sheets, very comfortable if you bring them. They make you feel they make you feel like you're at home. So.
I can agree with that. Like, I feel like when you bring your own sheets, it really does make your space your home.
Yeah, I agree with that one, actually. That's a really good point. I can't even argue with it.
Anything else for housing where you would say, like
That's it. I have one tip that when you start looking for housing, I personally didn't do it, but I would have liked if I would have done it. I've heard from some people that they sign up for a few house viewings in advance and put them all in one day and then come visit and do like in 1 or 2 days, visit as many houses as possible so you see them in person. Yeah. Because sometimes pictures look bigger than reality.
That's very true.
So yeah, that I think is one of my biggest tips.
Nice, thank you. That was also very useful again. Thank you all for being here and for sharing your experiences with us. I'm gonna head back to Jonas and see how he is doing. I feel like he has his house ready, so let's take a look.
Hello, Svenja.
Hi, Jonas.
Of course I have my house ready.
Yeah.
You see, it's a, for now, 1-story house. It has a rotating plate for my car.
Hey.
It has an amazing cooking aisle. It has a furnace and big fucking gaming room. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
With ventilation.
Hey.
And, well, a garden. What I'm missing is a bedroom, but I think that's okay.
You said you had a gaming room somewhere, right? Maybe that
here.
could work.
Yeah, I can maybe sleep there.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's take a look at Matti, right?
Yeah.
He is on the on-campus open day, so let's take a look at what he's up to.
And we're back and we're live from Student Stay. This is the student housing and it's incredible. I've actually spent my first year here and I loved it, so I would recommend it to everybody here. There's actually a couple of buildings in the back. They're now building 2 new buildings which are really beautiful. And the best thing about this all is the proximity to school. If you actually turn around and look with me, that's all it takes. So you can sleep in 5 minutes before class and rush right there. It's incredible, guys. Really, you should look at it.
You should look at it.
Yeah, well, that's what we've been talking about all along, Student Day. Now you know how it looks, actually.
Yes. All right. What's coming up, Jonas?
Well, next we have at 2 o'clock or 14, we have, again, study program live Q&A sessions about international hospital, right?
Human research management.
Human research management. Then we have leisure and events and communication and multimedia design, as well as international teacher education for primary schools. And for that, you just have to exit full screen mode, and to our left, your right, you just have to press the session that you want to attend.
Yeah. Perfect.
And yeah, also what we'll have right next is Day in My Life vlogs with Kim and Leah, right?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that.
And they're going to be both in the studio, I think.
Yes, they're both here.
Yeah, but before we head to that, we also have some platform instructions for you. We already talked about the sessions, but there's way more. So now just go back to the not full screen mode. And underneath you will have 4 different tiles. One of them is Study at NHL Stenden, where you will find everything you need to know to study at NHL as well as in the Netherlands, like, for example, the 6 reasons why you should come here, as well as the design-based education concept. Right next to that, you will see our degrees, where you will find everything that you need to know about every study that you can attend here, with pre-recorded videos and, well, a whole lot of other stuff that you can see there. What else do we got?
Well, we got the open day program where you can see everything else that is going to happen for the rest of the live stream. Make sure you mark your favorites to not miss anything. Then next to that, we also have a thing that I currently forgot.
Well, right next to that.
Yeah, right. Student one-on-one talks. I'm sorry. One-on-one talks. So if you still want to chat with a student and they still have a spot free, make sure you sign up for a 10-minute talk with them. You can filter by nationality and study, so you can find someone who works for you as well. And then next to us, as usual, you can see the program, everything that's coming up next, and also the chat box if you have any questions for us or for our lovely guests.
Yeah, and we also encourage you to use the Mentimeter that we always promote and always ask you a question once in a while. But for now, let's have a little break and see you.